All right, Uzoamaka Onuoha has definitely appeared in several film, television, and theater productions. Of course, DIICHE, you saw that of Showmax. You saw that screening not too long ago. You definitely must have seen her in projects like Inside Life series and Schooled for Ndanitv. She played a lead in the stage production titled Folly of Men. And of course, she's here right now on the couch, looking pretty. How you doing, dear?
I'm doing very well.
Good morning and welcome to Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you. Good morning.
Okay, so triple threat. Tell me about that.
Triple threat is just a simple term used for an actor that can sing, dance, and perform.
Okay.
So that's like the triple threat.
Okay. So now, where did you, this expressive part of you, when did you start discovering it?
Since I was a child.
Okay.
I was a very energetic one, and I was always performing.
Okay.
And right from secondary school, I used to just perform for my classmates and the whole school during social night. And that's how, like, I was like, I should totally go into theater and film studies.
Yeah.
And I read that in school.
Oh, you did read that in school. Amazing.
Yes.
But then again, I must have imagined the fear while you were reading that, considering the fact that Nollywood was definitely not where it is right now. And then, so now when you go, I mean, as you grew and you saw that, okay, fine, this thing is actually changing. Nollywood is becoming more expressive and more obvious to the world. How did that make you feel?
Going into theater arts, the dream was Hollywood, a global audience. And I needed to start from somewhere, which is where I am at, Nollywood.
Right.
So it was a no-brainer for me. It was go straight, hit it, the iron, just keep going, keep pushing, keep growing. And I'm so thankful for old Nollywood because thanks to them, the industry is growing.
It is growing aggressively.
And now it's like at a fast pace. So I have been blessed based on the sweat of my predecessors and my own sweat also.
So, amazing, amazing. So what was your first ever role and what did it feel like being in front of the camera for the first time? Can you remember?
So my first ever role, that would have to be a school practical. Because I read theater and film studies, like I said, but I read this in UNN, and in UNN, unlike other schools, we do theater and film. So we also study film.
Okay.
So I had like my first practical exam.
Okay.
It's like a screen test, and that was how it started. So it was like, it was a lot, you know, because you're learning like the ropes, doing too much, you're learning how to not do too much and the rest of that. So it was such like an enlightening experience.
Experience for you. Amazing. So now I actually want to see one of your short clips of one of the things you're actually in, and let's see what that looks like. But then again, I would like to actually talk about, you know, now a lot of things happen where we see a lot of people get into the industry without necessarily going to the school for it. So now what do you have to say about that, considering the fact that you literally went through the ropes to actually learn this, this thing you do?
Well, apart from going to school to read theater, I would say I'm also blessed with the talent. And yeah, you don't absolutely have to go to read this course to pursue it, but during the long run, the long course, everything is evolving. Even, you know, Strip still goes to acting school. Like, if she has a project, she still gets a trainer, like a coach, an acting coach. So everything is evolving. You have to grow. You have to learn new technique. You have to learn about yourself, drop old habits, pick up new ones. So training is absolutely important. Even after school, I still went to film school again at Ebony Life Creative Academy to still study that. And you can never learn enough. So I would still pursue more.
All right.
Listen to me, Francis. You and I, we're no longer dating. Do you understand? So why not just focus on your job?
Oh, very, very interesting. Interesting. So I think you have a thing with comedy as well.
Right? I think so too.
You think so too,
I did
right?
Not see that, but now I think I do.
Now you think you do. But now let's talk about your most challenging role so far, which happens to be
DIICHE.
Yes.
On Showmax.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
it's the first Nigerian limited series by Showmax. And it was such a blessing and such a heavy task and the biggest challenge I've ever had to go through.
Yeah.
It grew me so quick because I was learning on the job a lot because I went from doing things at a normal gradual pace, like, you know, one scene, I've done like strong stuff, but this one was like a bigger project.
All right. Tell us about the character you played here.
I played the character of DIICHE. So the whole thing is out, so I guess I can give spoilers.
Yeah, please do it.
I played the character of DIICHE and Chidi, both DIICHE and Chidi, they are twins, and it's a psychological thriller. All of a sudden, she finds out her fiancé was murdered, and it spans around finding out who killed Nnamdi. Fingers point to her, and the storyline progresses from finding out who killed Nnamdi to something entirely different.
Wow.
So, well, I mean, I don't want to give like absolute spoilers.
Yes.
So you have to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I already feel like watching it. I mean, hearing you talk about it with so much passion and so much zeal. So now, in summary, as we close this interview now, what would you say the next thing for you is in the industry?
Just keep pushing deep strides. I do have things that I'm working on currently that I can't disclose yet. Yeah, but you know, just honest strides.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're on the right path, and you have everything and all it takes to
you.
actually get to Hollywood. So I'm going to hold you to that one, and hopefully we'll be there to celebrate you as well.